Now, John, you managed the Irish team for 7 years. Liam was part of the coaching setup when Trapattoni was here. I want to ask you about Roy Keane and his place in the Irish setup. Again last week he became embroiled in controversy. It dates back to the summer when he had a row with Harry Arthur, who's a very, very good player, and John Walters, who's a bit of a hero really. John would play with a broken leg, he soldiers away up front, and is a very game lad. He had a history with Keane at Ipswich, where Keane also got embroiled in trouble with him. But today, independent.ie, and yesterday the Sunday World, and today the Irish Daily Star have revealed, and independent.ie very graphically, the nature of the row between Keane and Harry Arthur and the John Walters. It's very graphic, so if you have a child in the car, don't listen. But what Keane said to Harry Arthur and John Walters, he called Harry Arthur a wanker and a prick, and he said, if I was picking the team, you wouldn't be in it. Walters was also abused and shouted at, but he fought back. Harry Arthur didn't. Now Keane is the Irish assistant manager, John, and this surely cannot be allowed to happen on Martin O'Neill's watch. It's his responsibility ultimately.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt about that, Eamon. I mean, I didn't hear this before. I knew there was a row. I didn't know what the details were.
This is not what the details. These are reported by reputable journalists in reputable news outlets.
Well, whatever way it is, Eamon, it shouldn't happen. Roy Keane is assistant manager of the Irish team, and assistant manager is there to assist the manager. And this time of thing shouldn't happen at the best of times. I saw Martin in the paper yesterday. I was reading the paper yesterday where he was going back on Roy's career, where he shouted at Scholes and he shouted and drove on the Manchester United. And this is a bit of apples and oranges, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
That's when Keane was a player on the pitch. He's entitled to do that, and he was a great player, as we all know, and he drove them on and drove them. He's assistant manager now. He's not a player.
Yeah.
He should be dealing with the players, and especially players who are injured, Eamon. Players who are injured, unless they're really kidding on, need a lot of sympathy and a lot of help.
Yeah.
Right. We've all been injured as footballers. There's nothing worse than being injured and you can't play. Now, in Arthur's case, in Roy's situation with that, if he felt, or Martin O'Neill felt, that Arthur was kidding on, then he shouldn't be picked.
Yeah.
If they feel that he's not been kidding, then he needs sympathy
and support.
And support.
Yeah.
You don't need to be told, I wouldn't pick. No, this is nonsense. This is very, very serious stuff. Because, as you know, morale in a football team is very, very fragile. And there's no doubt the rest of the players definitely would have known exactly what happened in that situation. And that doesn't help the spirit of the team. Can't help the spirit of the team. Yeah. So this is wrong. Whatever way you look on it is wrong. And like Martin is defending him now because he in the paper I saw yesterday that he's done great work on the draft. Well, that could be the case. There's nobody, whether he does or he doesn't, that's not it. But what is not disputed, that as assistant manager should be helping Martin. And in the Arthur case, he hasn't helped him at all. In fact, Arthur said, I don't want to play. He doesn't want to be picked again because of the row he had with Roy Keane. That's not helping the manager. Actually, that's been destructive more than anything else.